Hello, I'm Gwynneth. Now, where do I start this? I'm not sure whether I start by mentioning my welcome local daily outdoor exercise or whether I actually go back to the 8th of March when Nico preached a sermon in the prayer series on the rhythms of prayer. And he challenged us to have a rhythm. As a response to Nico, I, who am not liturgical at all, decided to try doing the morning, midday and evening prayer from Celtic Daily Prayer. I've loved it. I found it helpful, thought-provoking, relevant, challenging, and I'm continuing to do it while we're in lockdown. A few days ago, I was out for a walk in the nearby fields. The sun was shining, the birds were singing. The leaves and flowers were bursting forth. Spring had definitely sprung. It was glorious. I consciously prayed that the Lord would teach me something on the walk. So I endeavoured to keep my eyes, ears, and even my sense of smell alert to make sure that I didn't miss out on what I could learn from God. Nothing. Nothing. And more nothing. Good path. Fresh leaves. Nice trees. Flourishing crops. Blue skies, warm sun. But nothing spoke directly to me. But just because I wasn't being eyeballed by anything, did it mean that God was silent? Enter Celtic Daily Prayer. A reading from April came to mind about God being a seasonal God, which isn't surprising given the surrounding crops. He comes, he departs. His faithfulness never changes, but his seasons do. Seasons of joy, seasons of sorrow, seasons of growth. Seasons when everything we do seems to be like a spiritual exercise. And seasons when things, quite frankly, look dead. So, the reading had said, does this mean that we serve a capricious God who comes and goes at will? Or could it be that it is only through seasons that true growth occurs? I recalled the struggle that we had when we lived on Tristan in the Southern Hemisphere to cope with Easter in autumn instead of in spring. And then finally we realised that in John 12, it tells us that a grain of wheat must fall to the ground and die before it can grow. If it never dies, it will be never more than a single seed. God is there and relevant in every season, and even when it seems he's missing. Perhaps God wants to make us and take us to a place where we can be a people for all seasons, where we're not fazed by seasons. Perhaps the seasons are there to make us seasonless. We've got to go through them many times and to triumph over them. 2 Timothy 4:2 says, be ready in season and out of season. The note in the Life Application Bible for Hebrews 8:13 tells us that growth often endures seasons of drought and drabness. It's normal. I don't know about you, but I love it when suddenly things appear from a variety of sources to link into one theme in my mind. That walk may have produced nothing specific for me to latch onto, but gradually, both before and after it, I've been drawn on in my thinking and understanding of our seasonal God, who cares for us enough to challenge us with seasons in our lives so that we can grow through them. And for that, I'm grateful. We may not like it, but coping with COVID-19 is a season in our lives, and it will at some stage surely come to pass.